Alright guys, welcome back to another video of KingX.X coming to you guys with a brand new video, and today in this video I am super excited to tell you guys about some brand new information regarding the new season, which is in fact Season 5, and we actually have a release date as well, if it wasn't obviously obvious from the Battle Pass, of course, ending in a few days from now. But let's go ahead and get into the information. So Call of Duty ended up putting out a brand new Season 5 teaser trailer, I guess you could say, and it ended up teasing a new faction and a whole lot more information on map changes. I'm not going to play the video in this video, but if you guys do want to check it out, you can. But here's a picture of downtown in Warzone. One of the buildings is on fire, which we have been talking about a nuke possibly exploding. As you guys can see, some big explosion ends up happening, which causes the building to be even more on fire. This is directly from the actual video, so it is leading up to possibly a nuke happening. There also is more fire, and it seems to be a new army, or it could be part of the new faction, which is called Shadow Company. So kind of interesting there. I will talk more about Shadow Company because the three people we showed at the very beginning are part of Shadow Company. Here's like a blueprint picture, which seems to be more of planning the whole nuke, which in a second I will be showing a picture of the nuke that we have been seeing around inside of Bunker 11, which has been leaked for quite a few months now, I think. Literally since like the beginning of Season 4 and maybe even Season 3. So it's been there for quite a while. And something else that I found kind of interesting is the stadium, because Call of Duty has been talking a little bit about the stadium recently and talking about a name, and here is the Verdansk Center. I'm not sure if that's a brand new thing, but they did include it inside of this trailer. For some reason, it probably is going to be important, and you may even be able to go inside of it, which would be kind of cool to see. We will talk more about this stuff later on in this video, but I do want to show we have two brand new weapons. One of them is an SMG and one of them is an AR, one of them being the AN94, and the next weapon is called the Acp9, which I will talk a little bit about those weapons. So for one, the AN94 has a 600 round per minute in real life. It's chambered in 5.45 by 39mm rounds. That doesn't exist in Call of Duty to my knowledge, so I assume they might just throw on probably the same ammo that the AK had, or maybe something different. I'm not too sure. They might make an exception to that one. And the Acp9, which is a new SMG, is chambered in 9 by 19mm rounds, 40 in SW, and 0.45 ACP rounds in real life, so kind of interesting there. I assume it's probably going to be chambered in 45, to be honest, and it has a 1080 rounds per minute, so pretty quick compared to the AN94, which only has 600 rounds per minute, given that it is an AR, and most ARs aren't exactly the quickest. But if you guys played Black Ops 2, you know this AN94 is probably going to be an absolute beast in this game. And I'm a big fan of the AK family. When I first saw the weapon, I did think it was probably an AK-12. But then everybody's been talking about leaks with the AN94, so it kind of makes sense. And it does look very similar to the real-life version of the AN94. So I assume it's probably going to be the AN94 most likely. But those are the two new weapons. Now let's go ahead and talk more about the new operators and the new faction, because there's actually some very interesting information regarding the new faction. So credit to Charlie Intel, link down below in the description if you guys do want to check it out for yourself. But the Activision blog provides an introduction of operators of Shadow Company that will be coming to the game with Season 5. So we have three operators. One of them is already in the game, which is Rose, and she was formerly part of Jackals. But we have Velikan and Marcus Lurch Ortega, which Ortega's the first guy you've seen in the middle who didn't pretty much have anything on besides a backpack and like some type of tied up shirt, I guess you could say. But let's go ahead and read the description, because there is a description of all three of them if you guys were wanting to get more information about them. And one thing I do want to mention about Shadow Company is it's actually run by General Shepard, which was part of Modern Warfare 2's campaign. Obviously the guy who ended up killing Ghost, of course. And I'm kind of interested, where is the leak for Soap? Because a lot of people have been talking about Soap coming into the game, and I have not seen Soap yet, so it's kind of surprising. He may come out at a later date. We do have another season after Season 5, most likely. But that's just a side note, because I know a lot of... Alright, so for Marcus Lurch Ortega, who's the company leader, perfect combination of skill and moral flexibility. There's no contract Lurch won't take on, nor challenge he won't face, which he finds himself in Verdansk, leading other operators of Shadow Company. Not much is known about Velikan, dressed in full body armor for protection and battle. To hide his identity, little is confirmed about this operator, a shadow of a shadow. Tales of exploits are written off as fairy tales at best and gross exaggerations at worst. Those who know him never speak ill of him, whether it's due to fear or respect, no one knows. Kind of sounds like a little bit of a spinoff of Ghost, because literally nobody knows Ghost's identity either. So kind of interesting there. And then we have Rosalind Rose Helms, which we've already got Rose the operator I think a few weeks ago, and you're able to buy her for like $20 or something like that. But Helms joined the Shadow Company after migrating from the Allegiance faction. Jackals. Previously, Rose cut ties with the armed services and returned to support her family and ailing father, periodically in contact with Mace, who's another operator. Now a PMC who left the army after abandoning his post in protest of combat orders he deemed illegal. Rose gained entry into Jackal's mercenary group. Now Rose is letting her skill prove her worth as she provides support to Shadow Company while remaining on cordial teams with Mace. So kind of interesting information about these three operators. We're going to have to see exactly how they tie into this, but I do have a feeling they are probably behind the whole nuke and the big map changes, because the whole point of the nuke is to pretty much nuke the whole entire map or a portion of the map, and of course change it up a little bit. I think that's the whole general idea of it, if it does happen. I mean, we're seeing part of buildings in downtown on fire, and then a huge big explosion happens, and then it kind of cuts off. So I assume there will be another trailer later on, because this update is supposed to be releasing on August 5th, so be on the lookout for that. But that's pretty much all the information I do have. I did not mention one thing though about Shepard and Shadow Company, because if you guys played Modern Warfare 2, Shepard is a part of Shadow Company. He's pretty much the leader of Shadow Company, and he also was inside of one of the Spec Ops missions running Shadow Company as well. Later in the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, you would probably get that if you didn't already. If you guys want to, you can go back and play Modern Warfare 2 campaign. You'll probably learn a little bit more about this, but I assume it's going to be a little bit different inside of the new Modern Warfare, of course. But with that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on all the information regarding Season 5. I didn't see anything regarding multiplayer, obviously, besides the new operators and the new weapons. But when we do see more map updates and obviously new maps, I'll definitely keep you guys posted in the next few days before the update does go live. And of course, when the update does go live, I'm going to be posting a ton of videos. But that being said, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, put on post notifications so you guys don't miss another video. And have a good rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.
King, give me the throne. I need a queen, she better than most. I need a palace, I need a horse. If you want gold, then I am the source. I need a crown, I need a sword. I got my team, we going to war. You